Hello, I am live, Monique Nolly Jones. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and blessed day. I am here again to give you some tips on how to get not just your content, but also to get clients and your following, to turn those followers into clients and how to keep those clients. First thing, when you are going live, or if you're, spur of the moment, whatever it is that you're doing, a lot of people tend to think that you have to have at least 40 or 50,000 followers in order to get clients. That is not true. I know people who have maybe 1,000 followers and actually make six figures. So you do not have to have 40 or 50,000 followers in order to turn those people into clients in order to make a profit. What is it that I do? I am Monique Nolly Jones, and I actually help business minded women like myself who are ready to go to the next level within their lives, within their career, within their family. I help them evolve spiritually, I help them evolve financially, and I help them with their business, with their online businesses. This is something that I had to learn to do in the past. At first, there was a time when I felt I was on my own. Word of advice, you can't do everything on your own. You may be able to start out on your own, but it will get to a point to where you cannot do everything on your own. You're going to have to have other people to give you advice and help you. Otherwise, your business will probably not succeed. You can only reach a certain point when only you can handle it before you get burnt out, and you don't want to get burnt out when it comes to your online business. Being burnt out is your regular 9 to 5 when you're just making an income. You don't want to get burnt out on something that you actually enjoy doing and making money on the side from your 9 to 5, or if that is just how you're doing it full time, you don't want to get burnt out from that. So, what I like to tell my clients, and some of the things that I'm going to tell you today over the next couple of minutes, is that you want to focus. You want to make a list and you want to focus. Don't try to do all of your reels some people actually do try to do it in one day. I actually did that at one point too. You can do your reels in one day. That's if you have the time and the energy and the content to do it. If not, then that's fine. You can do it over a couple of days, but make sure that you save those reels. Don't go ahead and post all of your reels at one time. What I did in the past was I actually did about 10 or 15, no, not 10 or 15, 10 or 15 reels, I'll say, over a 2 or 3 day period. I did that, and with doing that, I was able to periodically post those reels throughout the next 2, 3, 4 weeks when I wasn't able to actually be on screen and go on live. You can do that when you're having things going on in your family. You can do that if you're recovering from surgery, but you can't do that if you're trying to do everything that particular day, because things come up in life. If you have children, they get sick. If you're married, something can happen within your marriage where you have to be there for your husband, or vice versa. If you have a job, something may happen and you have to put in extra time at your regular 9 to 5, or you have to dedicate your time to that. Or you may also, something can happen physically where you're not able to actually be visible on air for the next maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So, in order to make sure that you cover yourself and that your clients are still there and they can still get information from you, pre-record yourself. Not only do you pre-record yourself either giving lessons where they can download those lessons on your site, but you can also make sure that you pre-record your reels to put your reels out periodically, so you won't have to necessarily focus and wake up and say, okay, what reel am I going to do today? You already have those reels planned out. You also want to make sure that you focus on each day and focus on each month. So, in other words, if it's Monday, what are your Mondays going to be dedicated to? What are your Tuesdays going to be dedicated to? Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and so forth. What are your days going to be dedicated to when it comes to your business? You want to make sure that you have a plan strategically planned out. You want to make sure that you're able to wake up and say, okay, today this is what I'm going to focus on, whether it's what you're already doing full time which is what you're doing online and whatever your business is, or whether you're working a 9 to 5 job and you're just now getting started with your online business, and you want to make sure that you have that day planned out, mapped out when you get home. That way you don't have to struggle and stress yourself out over what it is that you're going to do. So you want to make sure that you have Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, all of those days mapped out. And some people even go on live and do things on Sundays. And depending on depending on your religion, your spiritualism, that's up to you, depending on what it is that you want to do. So that is one thing that you want to do, and make sure that that is your goal. What I help you do, I help you make a content, and I just stated what is it that you're going to do daily, weekly, monthly. What is it that you're going to do? You want to make sure that you have all of these methods intact and that you understand all of these methods so that you can be professional, not only professional, so that you can make sure that you have those clients that are coming in. You know what it is that you're talking about. Please don't try to start a business and you have no clue at all what it is that you're doing or what it is that you're focused on. What did I do? How did I get into this business and my own personal business? I've worked the regular 9 to 5. I was an educator for years. I was also in the corporate world for years. And it came to a point to where I literally got burnt out. I became a single mother. I was diagnosed with cancer. And so I had to recover from everything that I was going through. And anybody that is known, anybody that is recovering from cancer or a cancer survivor, it's not only a physical demand, it's stressful physically, and it also is emotionally and spiritually. And it can wear you down and wear you out instantly if you don't have the support group that you need around you, and if you are not in the place that you need to be spiritually as well as physically. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Tanya. Hello, everyone. So you want to make sure that you do have that now. Now, when I was first diagnosed with cancer, it was all doom and gloom. Didn't know what to do. I have my daughter. I was a single mother. I didn't know what to do. I had to just basically lay everything out and just turn everything over to God and say, okay, whatever it is you want me to do from here, what am I supposed to do? There comes a time and there comes a point in your life where you think you're in control, but you're actually, you're not in control of anything. You're in control of certain things up to a certain point. And once you get to that point, God will let you know, guess what? You're not the one in control. You have to turn to me. Whether you get a big head or whether you just made it so far in life and you think that you really think, because some people really do think they did it all on their own. You didn't do anything on your own at all. It was all Him. It was Him giving you the grace, the energy, the intellect, the determination, and the tenacity to continue to do whatever it is that you were doing, whether it was in the corporate world, whether it was in the classroom, whatever it is that you were doing, starting your online business. So with that, I had to take everything that I was going through physically and spiritually and emotionally and turn that around and turn that into something positive. And the only way for me to do that was for me to hand it over to God. From there, I went ahead and I wrote my first book. I started my own stationery business, and I created journals to help myself, to help other women that were going through similar situations. And that is how I became a businesswoman. Beforehand, I never thought about becoming a businesswoman. I was focused on being in the corporate world or being in the classroom. I would literally go back and forth. If I got tired of being in the classroom, then I would go ahead and go into the corporate world, and vice versa. I had the luxury of doing that every maybe 3 or 4 years. When I got tired of one thing, I would go on and do something else. So I had no intention of becoming the business minded entrepreneur that I am today. That was not even a focus of mine until that happened to me. And I was put in a situation where I couldn't get up and go to my regular 9 to 5. I couldn't do that, but I had to make sure that I was there for my daughter. And when she was going through what all children go through, her teenage years, the rebellious time that she was going through, the times where they need their mother, and kids need their mother no matter what age they are. I'm an adult and I still need my mother. I'm an adult and I still need my father here on earth and my father in heaven, because we're all children regardless of our age. So that is how I became a business woman. Just a second. This is what happens when you go live. Everything can shut down. Okay. And if you're on YouTube or Twitter, sorry about that. There was a glitch, but I'm back now. But that is how I became the independent, business minded woman that I am. I was able to take all of the skills that I have, the skills from being an educator for years, the skills from being in the corporate world for years, the skills that I learned when I was getting my master's degree, my bachelor's degree, turn those skills into something that I would be able to monetize and profit on in order to continue to take care of my family, take care of my health, my mental well being, and make sure that my daughter had everything that she needed in order to live her best life, to get her off to college and get her future going. So that is what I do now to help other women. So for those of you that are out there that are wondering, okay, how do I get my business started? I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Keep in mind, as I stated when I came on here a couple of days ago when I went live, God has instilled within every one of us a a skill. We all have a skill. We all have something that we were born able to do. We may not know it. You can become a full grown adult and may not realize that you have a specific skill that God has instilled in you. If you don't surround yourself with the right people and you're not able to um, iron out your skills, you're not able to get those skills to grow, then you won't know until you're put in a situation. And like me, I had no idea that I would be an entrepreneur 10 years ago. I had absolutely no idea. Not even 7 years ago, I didn't realize that. But when you're not around the right people and you don't have like minded individuals around you, you don't know the potential that you have and you don't realize what it is that you can actually do in this world. But God will show you and put you in a position where you can say, okay, but I realize that I now have this that I can do, that I can contribute to the world. So I help other women do that. I help grow your business, your online business. I also help you overcome some obstacles that you've overcome. As I stated, I was a cancer survivor. I was divorced. I was a single mother. I've been there. I've been rejected. I've been unemployed. I've been through all of that. Been there, done that. And it takes a lot in order to pull yourself out of that. It also takes a lot in order to surround yourself and find that community and those group of people that can actually help you through that process. And that is what I do. So, with me as a coach, and within I'm happy to say that I now have a new course and new modules that are they're going into effect very soon, and I will be able to help you in that area when it comes to specifics dealing with your skills. I teach you how to do what you were created to do, not what I was created to do, because no two individuals are the same. Even twins are born with their own set of fingerprints. No one is the same. We are all created uniquely and to perform a certain task. We all have certain missions that we're supposed to do. So I don't teach you to be like me. I teach you to figure out who you are and help you hone in on the skills that you have so that you can better do for yourself and for your family. That is what it is I do. So if you go to my site, MoniqueNally.com, you can actually get more information about what it is that I do. You can actually sign up for a free consultation to talk to me to see if we are a good fit. You can also download a free I have a free guide to how to get customers and clients and how to keep those customers and clients engaged. That is what it is that I do. I will also help you, as I stated, map out your content and help you get all of that in order. So, my university that will officially be up and running within the next couple of months is called Evolve University. And that is because I help you evolve in every aspect of your life, whether it is spirituality, to help you get back in get back where you need to be physically. I just recently went through something that was completely life changing physically, and I had to get myself and build myself back up physically so that I can be healthy for myself and for my family as well. So I may not look like what I've been through, but I have been through a lot, and those closest to me know that. They know exactly what I've been through. I've been through several surgeries. I've been through the divorce. I've been through unemployment and being rejected. Had I given all of that up, I would not be where I am now, living with the absolute love of my life and happy, and my daughter's healthy, and just, I mean, everything that I could have asked and prayed for. Had I given up, I would not have any of that. And from the story that I read, not read, but I talked about Joseph the other day, and how if he had given up when his brother sold him off, and when he was in prison for that amount of time, he wouldn't have become the person who he became. So, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, you can overcome it. You can come through it, but you have to surround yourself with the right people. You have to look within yourself. You have to look towards God, because it's not going to get done without Him. It's just not. It's not going to get done at all. You have to look towards Him within you and surround yourself with the right community. So, within my community, I have a group of women that are all spiritual. We help one another. We're like minded. We want to see one another thrive, and we have been through similar situations, and we help one another get through those situations. So, I just wanted to come on here and say that to you, and to give you a couple of hints when it comes to creating reels and when it comes to going live, and how not to burn yourself out, so that you can continue to be there for your customers, for your clients, and continue to be strong and build your business. So if you go to my site, MoniqueNally.com, you can get more information, and you can also get that free download with how to get clients and how to keep clients engaged. You can also sign up for a free consultation with me, where I can give you even more information about what it is that I do, and we will be able to schedule our consultations from that point. If you have any more questions, you can contact me. Again, I am Monique Nolly Jones. For those of you that are going through things, hang in there. It does get better. I can promise you that. Have a blessed and wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon.